You see, the other day, yesterday, we're interviewing people about the new Superman movie, and one of the CBC related reporters said about Ryan Reynolds playing Green Lantern, "Oh, we're not going to talk about that," as if the brainwashing that Ryan Reynolds did, which again shows our three cultural patterns: hypocrisy, laissez-faire, impunity, facilitation. He did a great job of that movie. I'm not a DC fan. Definitely not Green Lantern. It'd be more Batman the first choice. But it was a decent movie. Decent movie of a decent person. And then that he would trash that movie, Ryan Reynolds, so much that it's regurgitated without even arguments formulated for it by CBC reporters makes me ashamed to be a Canadian. Now they're interviewing Nathan here, who plays Guy Gardner in the new movie, who's also Canadian. By the way, I was born in Canada. I was born in Quebec. So if they asked me the same question, hey, who was your favorite superhero growing up? Well, I read comic books. I went to a lot of comic book stores. And I developed some independence doing that. Cycling at a young age to get to La Bouquinerie, which I was telling my mom yesterday on the phone. But also taking a bus to Ottawa, walking Bank Street, still pretty young, maybe 14, to find these comic book stores and improve my English, but also not voluntarily choosing to improve my English, but it was improving my English, just hanging out with that English culture more. Who was my favorite superhero? Well, I was really proud to be from Quebec, so I had a costume that I made with my grandma and some, handheld kind of tools or devices with my grandpa. Great memories. And it was Capitaine Québec. Okay, so it was me, and sometimes I'd wear it at night, jump on a mailbox, whatever. I was athletic at a young age already, and it was fun. Now that costume disappeared. Never found out which supervillain, although I kind of have an idea who it might have been. Might be related to somebody who calls me un vendu for being better in English than he is, even though his job for 25 years required that type of bilingualism. And, snowbird escaping Canada to go to a warmer place in the States and supporting with tax money the genocides and the wars that are ongoing because of that culture. So yes, my favorite hero was not really grown-ups that I knew in my life or comic book characters. It was somebody acting and walking the talk like me. Even later on, after I was no longer Capitaine Québec, I became so disappointed in that culture, and especially the last few times I went there, to see the devolution that was happening there, and in a way faster than English-speaking cultures of Canada, or indigenous cultures also devolving, but not as fast as Quebec culture was. It was so shameful for me to even associate myself. When I first arrived on Vancouver Island, and because I'm an Homo sapien, I have a personality, I'm unique, I'm not an automaton domesticated sheep who succumbs to peer pressure. People thought, oh, he's from Quebec. No, nobody in Quebec is like me. So don't insult me and confuse them. And also make yourself more ignorant, as if I'm like them and we're all like this. But I can tell you that the concept of superheroes now